I'm David with Front Porch, start over.
Wait, and what am I going to say?
Hi, I'm David with FrontPorchFamily.com, and I'm here with Clay Chapman, who is a friend and a builder here in Carlton Landing, and we're going to talk a little bit with Clay about his organization, which is an initiative called A Hope for Architecture. So the first question that I have for you, Clay, is what is new urbanism in your words?
My take on new urbanism would be kind of a moment in time when architecture stopped being just about the individual building and architecture started taking into great consideration community and human relationship and the way buildings play such a role in how that develops.
Right. And that's one thing I appreciate about it is the community. It's fantastic to walk up and down the street and like you were 5 minutes late because of the community.
Right, exactly. and you know, for years we've been developing, I guess you could call it neighborhoods. They're really not good neighborhoods, but we've been developing suburbia around the automobile. Mm-hmm. And so these are places that are completely dedicated to serving the automobile first and the human being second. Mm-hmm. And we paid a price for that, and that's why we're kind of moving away from that pretty quickly now.
Right.
You know?
You've kind of answered my next question, but I'll ask it. Why is that important to me and my family?
Oh, why is new urbanism?
Right.
Well, again, I know that you, like me, like any other human being, relationship is very important to our happiness, to our existence, and we can't unless we have good relationships and good communities that build those. We're just not going to be everything that we can be as human beings. So it's critical. Mm-hmm. It's very important.
Mm-hmm. So another thing you talk about, Clay, is sustainability. Why is sustainability important in what you do?
Well, there's a number of answers to that. You can talk about conservation. You can talk about legacy. Let's talk about conservation first. You know, the world is not getting any bigger, and there are definitely more and more people entering into this very finite space. And the price for that is we are exhausting our resources. And when you begin exhausting resources the way that we are, that in and of itself is not sustainable. Okay. We continue moving along as if it's never ending, but this is a very finite situation. And the point is the way that we are building makes the best use of our very precious natural resources in that our buildings last potentially 10 times longer than traditional conventional construction.
Conventional construction being stick frame, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So let's shift gears and talk about if somebody wants you to build a home for them, what is the process as far as getting in touch with you, and then just the steps to get to a plan to build?
Well, if they're wanting me to build it, then they need to come to Carlton Landing,
which is in Oklahoma.
Because I build here exclusively right now. Now we have apprentices that can, you know, that we can send jobs to, and they can build outside of that. But yeah, I'm happy to work with anybody, talk with anybody about building this way. We want to promote it and just teach it and get more adopters, because it's such a wonderful way to build. It's not
beautiful. It's a beautiful way to build a house.
Definitely, and we're not speculating. You know, this is one of the oldest ways of building. There's buildings constructed this way that are 2,000 years old that are still in use. So the only difference is that we're the first to bring it into the modern context by blending it with modern advancements in construction technology, and that's never been done before.
Fantastic. So why does architecture need hope?
Architecture needs hope because, you know, in terms of historic timeline, we can look back at architecture for thousands of years and trace examples of that all the way to where we are right now. But if we keep going the way that we are, our space on the timeline will be vacant. And what I mean by that is there won't be any significant number of lasting buildings to represent what we're doing, because we're building in such a just frankly just such a throwaway disposable manner. And yeah, so we're trying to come up with a solution for that, because legacy is so important, and it's when you're okay with letting your architectural expression be disposable. I mean, what does that say about your culture? Because what you build, what people's build, says a lot about who they are.
Sure.
And if we're building disposably, what does that say about us, right?
You're not going to stay in one place very long.
Yeah, yeah, and also, you know, we compare architecture to character, you know, and if a building can stand a very long time, it has a great character, and that reflects how, you know, that's an example of how we as people want to be. But what if it doesn't stay a long time? But what does that? Are we to aspire to? There's nothing to aspire to architecturally, you know. So yeah, the hope that I have is that we can come up with a better way of expressing ourselves structurally, and come up with a medium that provides a built environment that will lend itself towards a really rich identity for us as a people, and that's something that we can hand down from generation to generation to generation. And you know, just like Europe, you know, on every corner there's a 600-year-old building. What does that? That's just, it's so rich, you know, for the culture.
Right.
So yeah, that's why we need hope, and that's how we're providing hope.
Good. So if you're looking for a beautifully built home, built to pretty much your specifications, right? You'll do pretty much anything.
Sure.
Get in touch with. We'll put some contact information out there for you to reach out to Clay and his wife, and they will get together with you and have a conversation about what you want to do. I guarantee it'll be a very interesting conversation. He is a Renaissance man. He's got lots of knowledge on lots of things, so we enjoy having him around. One of our favorite platforms to use to talk about our builder friends and about Carlton Landing and our life out here is Instagram. So how do they find you on Instagram?
You can find me on Instagram at 1000 Year House, and that's the number 1000 Year House, no spaces. And yeah, I love to use Instagram because I'm really busy working a lot of the time, and I don't have time to blog like I used to, and it allows me to just take a quick picture and have a little bit of commentary and share that way. So you might get pictures of my kids as well, and some of the life that we live here in Carlton Landing. But yeah, that's a great way to keep up with what we're doing.
Fantastic. So thank you for watching, and frontporchfamily.com. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, folks.